Bite dust. Bite dust. Bite dust. Bite dust. If you must. If you must. Bite dust. If you must. If you must. Bite dust. If you must. If you must. If you must. Bite dust.
stand and fight.
So, welcome back to my stream. Today we are streaming on YouTube, because of some stuff that Twitch, in the wrong way for, and, I'll be right back. I just wanna turn on, my lights so that you can see me a bit better. Wait a second. So, I think the last video I made about my script was about version Q1, if I remember correctly. And a lot has happened since then. So 4.1, right? Let me go on YouTube. Mute tab. Channel videos. Oh no, 4.0.1. Wow, yeah. Wow, that's a long time ago. So I'm switching over to my screen now. So don't wonder, I have it on another screen. So I'm looking at the other screen right now. So the last video I made was about this, which was crap. That was long ago. That was when I was it was a lot about I always forget how it works with going back. Doesn't matter. So it's been a very long time since I've made the last video, so I wanted to talk about the changes that happened in between. So we've had 4.1 that was adding a quit button and a quit option, implemented the right way and stuff like that. Then perfect. Text. Then we've got and we've got that was renaming it a setup script for Fedora because it now got more complex than just RPM Fusion and DNF. I think that was that was around the time where it became a multi-file project. So with start.sh, where you can we were able to choose, and then it would like open up other files. God. Okay. let's just I think it doesn't matter. So let's just jump over to so many releases there. To 5.3.1, and that is very yeah. Okay. We've got the startup script C file. That's basically just for launching the script, because it's easier to just type in startup script instead of anything with file ending. So yeah, that with a lot of options, and that was if I remember correctly, a WebTail. Yeah, that was the WebTail implementation. That was the last version of it. A lot of features, so repo setup, DNF modification, codec setup, package install helper, update, reboot, quit. It's kind of long, and it was like still 2 files. And then I've worked on oh yeah, 5.5 never happened because I renamed it to 1.1 no 1.0.oc because I wanted to reset the versioning and the C, just because everything is written in C now. So this was the first version of the C implementation. Which looked back then a lot more like this. It doesn't have a TUI or GUI that's planned for probably the release of 1.5.oc. And the GUI is planned for 2.0.0 C. Yeah. That's that probably. And then we've got the newest version of the C rewrite, and that's 1.1.oc, which added a feature. I'm really trying to get you into this. So yeah, we've implemented a log file, which you can find in the temporary so wait, here the root directory, and then you go into temp, and then it makes file here that is called setuptool.log, and it basically pumps in, if I remember correctly, everything that's run under run command. So not everything that program is processing. I'm still working on that, but that's the basic implementation of what you've run. So if any issues appear, you can just give me the log, and I will take a look at it, and I will look into why you have the issue, and if I can reproduce that. So yeah. And then we've got a lot of stuff that you shouldn't really need because it worked before. and then I needed to rewrite a lot of stuff, or reformat at least. So we've added pre-made scripts to the menu now. So everything here, Snapd came into the program as well. For the ones who want to install that. So codecs. Oh, and that's changed as well. From 5.3.1 to 1.0.0c. I've added more options to the package install helper, because it's not the package install helper now. It's the package management helper, because now you get the feature to install packages as you've done before, to remove a package or packages, which is new, and to search for packages. So if you are not completely sure how they're called on Fedora, you can just look for possible names. Just type in the name that you're used to, and it will search Fedora repos, Flatpak repos, and if you have it installed, Snap repo, to look for the package. And if you don't find it there, then it probably doesn't exist, or it exists under a completely different name. Let's go down further. So that's that. And here we are on the pre-made scripts. That's gaming scripts for AMD, NVIDIA, Intel. So it basically installs for repos, sets DNF configurations to default yes equals true, and max parallel downloads equals 10. So my recommended steps that you should enable, in my opinion. Then it installs FreeWorld drivers and some codecs, and then it installs Discord, because most gamers use Discord. Bottles for Windows programs. Some games can run through there. Proton App GUI. So this one, install custom versions of Proton. Then it installs Lucius. Those are all Flatpak installs. And then I've decided to go with native Steam package. You can install the Steam Flatpak if you want to. But yeah, the native package will be installed, and then this just differs through what graphics card you're using. So if you are using NVIDIA, no, wait, this is AMD, then this is NVIDIA, this is Intel, then those are the streaming scripts. So it besides the gaming stuff, it installs OBS, because you probably stream through OBS, Kdenlive and Krita, so video editing and picture editing, and then GIMP for picture editing as well. I might just add like something like Audacity into that for audio editing, but we'll see. Maybe next time. And then we have and then we have the Office script. So the Office script is still enabling the repo, setting the DNF configuration stuff. Doing basic multimedia codecs, so nothing from specific drivers. If you want the specific drivers from Intel, Nvidia, or AMD, you need to install them in the codec setup. And it installs LibreOffice because that's probably what you need for Office. I'm thinking about putting Thunderbird in there for email and maybe some other stuff. Yeah. And that's basically that. So point one, where I was saying that it was kind of awkward what happened here is because of this loop. I didn't need to have this loop before. No, I just needed it to like let this probably close into the main menu. So yeah, that's that. Hate it, but yeah, it works, I guess. So yeah, I've been working on the C rewrite a lot, and if there are any issues, just put them into the issues here. Provide the log file because that could indicate where the failure began. Pull requests, if you have anything that you really want me to integrate, and you're fine with being the person who takes care of what you want to merge, that's what you should do. Discussions, if you want to discuss anything, it's discussion for an older version now, but you can still discuss stuff in there for the 1.xc releases. Yeah, that's probably that. Insights, traffic, I think. Yeah. So we've got some clones, cloners, and visitors. What I'm happy to see is that some people from Reddit seem to take a look at it, because I've mentioned it, because a person wanted to go use Fedora, and I've said, hey, you can use this program to make it easier for you to do so. Yeah. I'll run the program in a second. I just want to show you something. That's that this program is on the Copper now. So it's a Copper repo. You can enable it for CentOS, RHEL, Fedora 37, Fedora 38. But yeah, it's awkward. My can you still hear me? Because YouTube just told me that my audio is basically non-existing. Wait a second. So it works. works. Perfect. I've tested it. It works. Okay. Yeah. You can. The CentOS and RHEL versions are not there right now. I can show you the packages. That setup tool. The packages are only for the two Fedora versions right now. And I will work on the RHEL and CentOS version probably when 2.0.0c is released, because then I can just port the whole suite of stuff over there, because my hope would be that I'm taking the CLI, so the version that's available right now, the TUI and the GUI version, and package them together so that you can just start whatever version you desire, and then I would make a desktop entry file, so desktop file, for the add menu, so that you can just start it from there instead of always needing to go to the terminal. Or that's at least the plan. So yeah, we'll see. I surely hope so. God, yeah. So yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll be fine probably. Yeah. I don't know. That's that about that. Let me think. Do I have anything else? Yeah, as I mentioned, the schedule for 1.5 and 2.0 is already set, and I will try to keep up to the goals. I don't know what I will do with the releases in between, but surely something will come to mind, and as long as I'm keeping those releases for the specific versions that I'm adding in, yeah, I'm pretty relaxed about it. If I just skip through 3 releases and then 4 releases, that's totally fine to me. But it would still be nice to like fill those in and get something for you guys to enjoy, some new features to add, and yeah, I mean, would be great, right? So yeah, I will probably work on the desktop file and on on some other stuff, and then we'll try to push the updates. And now we're coming to the practical part of it all, and I'm showing you how to install and just keep it up to date file. wait. I'm logging into the VM, and then I'm showing you the VM. Surely. So example booting Fedora. Thanks. Yeah. Hope this doesn't have same boot issues as my laptop has right now, because my laptop doesn't start through on 6.3.x kernels, and I'm not sure why. So yeah, I'll probably need to uninstall my yeah, I'll need to uninstall the package. So, first thing that you need to do is go to Firefox or whatever browser you're using. I don't know why it doesn't focus me right now. Now it focuses me. Go to your browser and type in copper.fedorainfracloud.org, or just copper Fedora, and you'll find it through Google search or whatever you're searching through. And I should probably show you my screen now. And then if you're in there, you can just type in burning Phoenix. And then it should probably show you my project, I guess. Yeah, here, burning Phoenix setup tool. And then you have this at the site. Now, you need to be a bit aware of the symbols in front for it. So those symbols mean that this command would be run through the root account. So you need to first of all copy this, then go to your terminal. I've already opened it. Then you need to type in sudo or su to log into the super user account. Sudo, because we just want it once, and then paste what's already written on the site, and then press enter, and then it tells you that it basically that Fedora doesn't provide support for this package, and that it's not part of the main distribution, and that they don't really control the quality of the program. And then they ask you if you really want to enable the repo. You just press enter or Y and then enter, and then the repo is successfully enabled. So I will do this the next step with a package manager that you might not have installed yet, but you just need to leave the 5 out of it. So it's sudo dnf for you. I'm using dnf5 because I'm testing it. Install setup dash tool. So what this will do is, and I will just put the dash y behind it so that it doesn't ask me to confirm. And then we'll check through the repos and probably, I don't know, but it still asks you to confirm that you want to accept. Okay, normally it would ask you to confirm that you really want to install the package from that repository once again. So basically it asks you if you prove the key that is given. Then you just need to confirm that, and then it will install this. And my camera doesn't focus me. God, that's awful. Never had that so often before. And then this is very simple because this is still just the CLI version. You just type in setup dash tool and then press enter. So then it will ask you for a password, and it already says that Snap is not found because it checks for the availability of Snap right in the beginning of the project or in the beginning of the program. And so then you can just go and type in, for example, the 1, and then do this, and maybe do 6 because you want to install everything, or enable every repository. And now comes a point. This install all doesn't install Snap, so be aware that if you want to use Snap, you need to type in 7 after that, because I'm not including it in the install all, because a lot of people don't like Snap. Then type in 7, and then it will download Snap for you, and then it will symlink Snap after that. The right directory to enable it. So yeah, you can see it created the symlink. Yeah. So DNF modification I've already done, so I'm not doing that. But you could just type in the 3 to set all the recommended options. 3, that's codecs, that's general codecs, the FFmpeg related stuff, DVD support, because some people still use DVDs. I mean, I have my fair share of DVDs still around. For the rare occasion that the internet just doesn't work. So yeah, I have a USB DVD drive. So yeah, just keeping it around. And if you wanna enable DVD support, because it's not completely accurate, because you can technically still find DVDs that are not encrypted, but so do not have keys to let you watch the content. But a lot of them, especially from film studios, movie studios, require this. So you might want to enable that. And then AMD FreeWorld, NVIDIA WAP, and Intel Media as options for drivers for more codecs. Package management helper. So I'm not promising this, but it might come sometime. I'm thinking about implementing a priority list so that you can choose what you prioritize, so native packages or containerized, and then it will make priority list, and then it will execute the commands in that order. But right now I'm doing it Flatpak DNF snap. Because a lot of developers start just making the Flatpaks and then DNF for the RPM packages if it doesn't find a Flatpak, and then for the very, very, very rare occasion, and I actually had that, packages that are just available as Snap. I found 1 or 2 packages that I was thinking about downloading which are only available as Snap. Just keep that in mind. Removing packages goes in, I don't know what order exactly, but it doesn't really matter because you want to uninstall a program. So we'll just check through everything to find the program, and then the search function, I've just said it should search through every package manager of the 3 that is installed, because then you can see if there are multiple results, and then you might want to choose the naming for one specific one. That's that. And then we have our pre-made scripts. Yeah, that's basically the pre-made scripts. I'm not running them on the VM right now because that would take some time. But what we can do is update, because the update process is customized to a certain extent. So it will check for or will take the list of the available package managers, and then it will run the update commands for those in a raw. There's only one slight issue that I've encountered that I don't know how to resolve, and that's the issue that Flatpaks, I don't know if you can see this soon, but Flatpaks, in my experience, sometimes have the issue that if you update them, it will make a new line for every % of process that you're doing in updating those. I don't know how to fix that, but yeah, I guess we'll see. So running transaction. Now it's updating all the stuff in DNF because the program doesn't use DNF5. It just uses DNF. This is very slow because DNF5 does this much faster. Now we'll implement DNF5 into the program as soon as a stable Fedora version is shipping it as default. Because then I probably don't even need to change anything, because it's just the standard DNF that you all have installed. So yeah, that shouldn't matter anymore at that point. You know? Yeah, we'll see. That I haven't used the GNOME system in what feels like 100 years. I don't like GNOME for my own fair share of reasons, and it's not what what you're thinking probably, because a lot of people are thinking, yeah, GNOME don't like the design. I actually like the design of GNOME to an extent, but my issue with GNOME is that it's not that customizable. And to some extent, the community of the developers surrounding GNOME and GTK, because yeah, this is what I meant. This is what I meant. It's replicating the progress line every time. Yeah. And then you can just reboot or quit. I'm just quitting, and I don't know what happened there because that didn't happen in the testing. But you can just close the terminal. I don't know what happened there. When I tested it on my PC, it didn't happen. Just closed itself. I don't know. Probably some dumb reason. Yeah, that's that, and I probably need to say goodbye, and we'll see us in the next video or on the next stream, and I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful morning or night, whatever time it is your place. And if you wanna support the project, I'm putting the links into the description right after ending the stream, and yeah, then see you next time.